Ndugu zangu wa Tanzania, niliwaambia mambo yanachacha na yatakuwa moto sana 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 sana. Nyinyi mkiyachukulia ni kama mzaa tu, manake mmezoea mzaa. Mkidanganywa na serikali yenu mnaona ni kama hiyo ndio yanasema. Nawaambia ukweli. Aya, sasa kumesemaje? Mambo yanazidi kuwa magumu kwa rais wenu Samia Suluhu, na yatazidi kuwa magumu kwake. Waliodhania atakuwa ni mambo chwara tu, yenda pale rudi, yafanye hivi arejeshe, nenda kuwa magumu sana. Sasa kunakuwa na muungano hapa mataifa ya kigeni, na nitasoma kwa lugha ya Kiingereza. A coalition of foreign missions and delegations including the British and the Canadian High Commission, the embassies of Norway, Switzerland, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, French, Germany, Ireland, Italy, the Netherlands, Poland, Slovakia, Spain, Sweden, and the European Union delegations have issued joint statement urging Tanzania to release all bodies of those killed in October electoral violence. While expressing deep concern over the recent events in Tanzania, the foreign missions also urged President Samia Suluhu's government to free political prisoners and allow detainees to get legal and medical help. Highlighting credible reports of extrajudicial killings, disappearances, arbitrary arrests, and concealment of bodies, the statement urged authorities to release all deceased individuals to their families and ensure political prisoners have access to medical and legal support. Haijaishia hapo. The international community also called on the Tanzanian government to address shortcomings identified in preliminary elections report by the African Union, the AU, and Southern African Development Committee, that is SADC. And then the USA had said this earlier, and because of that, the USA is reviewing their relationship with Tanzania, and this is because of what happened, the killings and those extrajudicial killings and arrests and torture of the people that were involved during the results. As a result, the United States is comprehensively reviewing our relationship with the government of Tanzania. The government of Tanzania's ongoing repression of religious freedom and free speech, the presence of persistent obstacles to U.S. investment, and disturbing violence against civilians in the days leading up to and following Tanzania's October 29th elections required this recommendation for our ties. So those involved and those who are doing all those things, kunakuja kuwa kugumu sana Tanzania. Mambo ni mawili tu. Huenda Suluhu ajiuzulu ama mambo yazidi kuwa magumu sana. So it's not going to be, it's not an easy thing, and it will not be an easy thing. So all in all, hatujui kutafanyika nini. So Watanzania sisi tunaombea yukuwe amani, tunaombea amani iwe. But again, you remember, yeah, on 9th they said wanaenda kwa maandamano, they'll be on the streets protesting on 9th, and that was to be the Tanzanians should be celebrating their Freedom Day, but now they will be on the streets protesting against the government of Samia Suluhu. And Samia Suluhu said if those who are planning for those maandamano protest think that they have prepared themselves, she has prepared herself much better than previously. So we don't really know what will be happening in Tanzania by that time on 9th. We don't know whether the protest will be there or not. We don't know what force that the protesters will meet on the streets, or whether the government will reconsider all her plans and try to give the people the support that they need when they're protesting, maybe to win the international favor from other people. This is coming up after very many other allegations are coming in. The government of Tanzania managed to shut down one and only a few in social platforms that were really giving Wananchi the update that are needed. That is the Wananchi Forum, Mange Kimambi's accounts, that is Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp. And there's this another woman that I'm really forgetting, but she is also advocating for human rights within Tanzania and giving the people updates after updates on what is really happening and all that. So we are really waiting to see, and we will keep you updated on what will be happening in Tanzania as everything comes up to the light. We know that it's not an easy time for Tanzanians, especially for those who lost their loved ones, whose loved ones were killed, and they're yet to find the bodies of their loved ones. They don't know where their loved ones are. Some have just disappeared in thin air, like they never existed. Their names written off completely, and their bodies have never been discovered, giving a lot of stress to the families. And most of those families don't know what to do, how to say, because again, the repression of freedom of speech in Tanzania is at its best, because you don't have to speak, because if you speak again, you will disappear and no one will ever see you. This is just from what you're seeing online, what most of the people are talking about. And now that these embassies have come together, coalition of these embassies have come together to call out this one, it's a serious matter. It's not just a matter that anyone can just say, oh, this and that and all about it, because they know how everything is happening, how the situation is becoming hard and hard in Tanzania. So we will keep our eyes shining to see whatever happens in Tanzania, as we keep you updated on each and every happening within Tanzania. But as we know, as for now, and as we continue to say, things are not just okay in Tanzania, but we pray for peace for Tanzanians. And the Tanzanian people and leadership have to choose peace and make sure that there is a very good coexistence between the government of the day and the people, the citizens of the nation, because that is how that's how a nation can only grow and prosper when it comes to the development issues. Because even if there is a lot of money and there is no peace within the country, there will be no development issues, because most of the funds to be used to protect the things of the government as the citizens go outside to protest against the government. So the hostility, political instability will hinder a lot of economic growth within the country, and even bring in a lot of issues when it comes to what we call religious aspect of that country. And that is what we don't really want Tanzania to get itself there. And we are really asking that the president and the administration of the day will make wise decisions to make sure that they are not escalating the matters to a much worse situation than it is currently in Tanzania. This is your presenter, Alan Hoy, reporting for Alan Hoy TV.